Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is GIDEON Forex Academy. If you are new on here, consider smashing that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I'm bringing you valuable content for your trading, and I would appreciate it very much if you just take a second to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and also comment down below your thoughts. So today I'm going to be showing you here on the charts a top-down analysis which I use to trade gold and other currency pairs. Okay, but today I'm going to be showing you gold, or how I was able to catch these good trades using this top-down analysis. So guys, watch this video till the end and comment your thoughts down below. All right, so I'll also be showing you at the end of the video how I was able to actually call out these trades and signals in my Telegram channel, which you can join for free. The link is in the bio. You can see that this is a 4-hour time frame. That is why I begin my top-down analysis. I begin from a 4-hour time frame. I'm a day trader, so I like to take my trades and close them within the day. All right, typically that's what I do as a day trader. I also do some swing trades, but rarely. All right, so this is a 4-hour time frame gold chart. I begin my technical analysis. Typically what I'm looking at higher time frames, I'm looking at strong support and resistance levels, and also trend lines. All right, so here I can see clearly an uptrend. All right, I draw my trend line here, okay, touching at least those 3 points. Okay, make sure your trend line on higher time frame touches at least 2 or 3 points. Okay, so you can see here on a 4-hour time frame, we already have the first touch here, and the second touch there, and then the third touch over there. So we are anticipating a strong move to the upside. All right, so we are looking to buy, but this is still a very high time frame to place trades. So we are starting from the top, which is a 4-hour time frame, and we go down to a 1-hour time frame, and then to a 15 minutes or 5 minutes time frame for our entry. So right now we are looking for another area of value, which is our support area right here. I can see there is a support area right there. Okay, you can see that previously this is a inverse head and shoulder pattern right here previously. Okay? The price broke out of this zone, and there was a retest right there, and we can now see this retest repeating at this point here. Okay, so this is a very strong support area which we have marked out. Okay, so this is our support zone. Okay, a strong support zone on a 4-hour time frame. So we have drawn our trend line. All right, and then our support, I'll also indicate here trend line. All right, trend line on a 4-hour time frame. All right, so we have identified our 3 touches on a trend line indicating an upward momentum, and also we have identified a strong support zone. All right, where the price touched the first time and then the second time here. Okay, so it's a strong support zone. So we also see that there is another trend line we could draw from here to this point to that point there. Okay, so we can see that there is another trend line. This is the first touch over here, this is the second touch over here, this is the third touch here, there is a fourth touch right there. But then we see a breakout. Okay, we see a breakout at this point over here. There is a breakout. So to see that breakout more clearly, we go to our 1-hour time frame. All right, so we go to our 1-hour time frame to see how we can take that opportunity to trade that breakout. So this is our 1-hour time frame. I'll just indicate that this is our 1H. That's our 1-hour time frame, and we are looking to buy at this breakout here. Okay, but we want a confirmation to go long right there. So we can see also another inverse head and shoulder pattern right here. So we mark out the neckline right there of the inverse head and shoulder. This is the neckline of the inverse head and shoulder. Okay, so that is the neckline, and we can see that this was an inverse head and shoulder. That's the left shoulder, that is the right shoulder, and that is the head right there, touching our 4-hour time frame trend line. All right, so now here we are looking at this breakout right here. Okay, and we want that confirmation to buy right there. But before we can do that, we want to go to our lower time frames to determine that entry. Okay, we leave our levels right there. We know this is a neckline from our 1 hour time frame. Okay, this is our neckline from a 1 hour time frame, and then we go to our 15 minutes to determine our early entries at the breakout here. Okay, so let's go to 15 minutes. All right, so we can see at the breakout here, this was a breakout zone. We can see that there was this candle. If you can see clearly, there is this bullish candle here, which broke out. And then there is a red candle that follows to retest this zone. As you can see that there is a retest right there. Okay. So there was a breakout with that bullish candle. And then there was a retest with those 2 red candles back to this point. So that is where we would be looking for a confirmation to go long in lower time frames. All right. So we would look for our buy. Okay, we wait for candlestick confirmations. As you can see, there's a hammer candlestick pattern right there. You can see a hammer. So at the close of that hammer, we'll place our buy, place our stop loss just below here. Okay, we'll place our stop loss just below there and target all the way a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio to this upside. Okay, and then we would close our position when the price touches this neckline of the 1 hour time frame. All right, and then we would wait for another opportunity above the neckline. Okay, so remember, this was our neckline from a 1 hour time frame here. So we have already taken our position. This is the first entry here in, and we have won this trade. I'll show you on the Telegram how I call this. So this was a clear win. So at the neckline there, that is where we exited, and we wait for another opportunity. Okay, wait for another opportunity right there at the neckline of the inverse head and shoulder from our 1 hour time frame. All right, so we wait for another opportunity here. So we can see clearly from here, there is a reaction at this point here, the neckline. Okay, the price broke above and retested. So you can see that there is a break above with that bullish candle, and then there is a retest back to this point with this long wick here, taking out liquidity down here. Okay, so after that retest there, we can see momentum to the upside. So we would place our trade just after the retest, another long position just after the retest there. We would place our buy position. Okay, and place our stop loss just below that long wick. After the retest, we'll place our stop loss just below the long wick, and then we'll target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So that is our second trade. All right, that is our second trade. This would also be a winner. Okay, that is our second trade after that confirmation above the neckline. Okay, now we are following you can see how from the top to the bottom we are following the trend. It's an uptrend first of all, and we want to continue that uptrend. All right, but we are looking for confirmations in lower time frames to go long. All right, and you can see that at the breakout we waited for a retest. Okay, waited for a breakout and then that retest before we could confirm that buy, and then we waited for another breakout at the neckline, and then we waited for that retest before we could place our buy. All right, to this point. Okay, so now after you could actually stack your trades. Okay, the third trade, I would take it from here after this retracement. I would take after this break of structure. Okay, after this break of structure right here, as you know, the price rallies and forms break of structure, higher highs and higher lows. So I would place another trade right here. Okay, after that break of structure, I would place another trade. I would even go to a 5 minutes time frame. Okay, I'll go to a 5 minutes time frame and consider placing another trade right here. Okay, I'll place another trade right there and target a 1 to 2. Place my stop loss just below here. Okay, and target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio to the upside in that fashion. So this is how I actually took my trades. This would be a third trade. All right. Okay. All these trades, I call them out in my Telegram channel, which you can actually join by clicking the link in the description or in my bio in this channel. So you can see how the top-down analysis is very effective for trading. You begin from a 4-hour time frame to a 1-hour time frame. Make sure that the 4-hour time frame, if the 4-hour time frame is bullish, The 1 hour time frame is also bullish, and look for chart patterns like inverse head and shoulder, head and shoulder pattern, whatever, or double top or triple top, and also look at bounce off at trend lines, confirming that trend is continuing to the upside or downside. All right, so follow the trend and look for chart patterns and candlestick patterns at lower time frames to confirm your entry. At every level, you have to confirm that all the time frames confluence. If it's an uptrend, you are looking to buy, and the 4 hour time frame must be bullish. The 1 hour time frame must also be bullish, and the entries at 5 minutes, 15 minutes should also be indicating an upward momentum. All right, with your candlestick patterns confirming all that for your entries. Okay, how I called out these trades on my Telegram, you can see that, and then you can see how that ended. It hit our take profit. That was the first trade. And then the second trade also was a call out for a buy. Again, I said buy gold again. Okay, that was a gold trade, another buy. You see how I send out also setups like this, all right, so that you can see how that is. All right, so you can see that how that trade also went. It hit take profit also. That was the second trade. All right, and you can see the third trade also. Then you can see the progress here, and then you can see that it hit take profit right there. So those were very good trades. You can actually click in the link below and just join the Telegram channel for free signals like this every day, especially gold trades. Okay, I'm more of a gold trader than currency trader. So check out my Telegram, and also if you haven't subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.